It's Versus again. I'm JWMaher, and that's Will Cohen. And this week, we got another movie. This is episode 65, by the way. This is a question I've always asked myself. I don't know if you asked yourself this question, Will. It answers the question, what would happen if somebody who directed 2 direct-to-video sequels to the movie Anaconda and 3 direct-to-video Steven Seagal movies, what would their next project be?
I mean, obviously I ask that question all the time because I always wonder, like, whatever happened to that guy that made the second Universal Soldier movie or that made Starship Troopers 3. I always think about like dudes like that. But considering that this is the guy that did all of those, what is that next? What is that next project? What is that guy's?
Well, he had enough juice to get a lot of people to sign on. See how many people you can recognize in this trailer for Gates of Darkness.
Possession is when Satan enters and takes over the physical as well as the mental capabilities of a person.
It's like talking to a brick wall. I don't know how to reach him.
Just keep your heart open. Only the truth will heal his troubled soul.
Don't be rude. You greet your grandfather.
Don't be so distant.
Thank you, my heavenly father, for keeping me from harm. Amen.
I know Steven's not crazy. I think he's possessed.
Your brother has been putting these malicious thoughts into your head, Michelle.
What did I see?
I don't know. I see it all the time.
Do this to the family.
I want to see the boy.
You're too late. I know you're in there.
We command you, be gone.
They want his soul.
Goddamn son!
Yeah, that's like it looks like The Exorcist just starring Tobin Bell, I guess, but that is not what this movie is at all. At all.
See, I don't know, again, I can't speak for everyone who watches this, all 2 people who watch our show. But remember how I said that the last film was like almost saved by one person actually understanding the assignment. Well, this film was same. It was the same kind of deal. One person understood the assignment, and that person is Tobin Bell. Tobin Bell 100% understood the film that he was in. But again, no one else. It's not the fact that no one else even understood the assignment. No one else even showed up to class to figure out what the assignment was.
I think what happened was Tobin Bell was told that it was like an Exorcist style movie, and he's definitely playing, Father Karras in The Exorcist, right?
100%.
But nobody told him there was also like this other weird movie that was going on where it's like I don't understand like who the antagonists are supposed to be, right? Because you have your main character, Steven, who's like this goth twink, right?
Steven, come on!
And like just spoilers abound here. Like he had a grandfather that like they never make it clear whether the guy's dead or not, but he's dead. I'm letting you know he's dead, even though he shows up as alive in several scenes. And people interact with him in the present day, even though he's been dead. But he was a deacon in their church where Tobin Bell's the Monsignor and this other dude is a priest, but they're Catholics, so they allowed molestation. That's the whole like subplot.
Joseph took all those poor boys. Joseph was...
Shut up!
No, I won't. He's dead. You don't have to protect the past anymore.
And
So yeah. So basically, so Tobin Bell was definitely sold a bill of goods going, hey, this is definitely an Exorcist film. What he wasn't told is that we were essentially going to make, we were going to combine The Exorcist with Spotlight because, hey, that's exactly what everyone wanted, right?
Yeah.
Politically charged horror.
Yeah, what I'm getting at, though, is like we don't know who the antagonists are, right? Because he's clearly possessed by some kind of demon.
Right.
Let him go!
And we never know like what the demon is or whatever it is, but the demon is definitely on the side of like being against molestation because this demon is doing an expose on the Catholic Church, but he's still a fucking demon who's possessing the kid. So they're exorcising this whistleblower demon, which is a weird place to be in as a viewer. Like, who's the good guy?
You see, like this. When thinking about this film, which I tried not to actually think about this film too much, but when thinking about it, I actually, my brain doesn't go to The Exorcist. It doesn't even go to Spotlight. It goes a couple of weeks back to Kicking Zombie Ass for Jesus, because the feeling there is the exact same feeling I have here, is like the wrong people are the heroes, the people that normally you're supposed to think against. Those are those are being pumped up as the heroes here. Like the fact that we have like this, the fact that we have a goth gay kid possessed just feels like every Catholic preacher, every clergyman's dream. It's like, I am going to show this to every one of my clergy, all of my clergy. I'm going to, like, if this film was in theaters, I would be buying out the theater so I can show the dangers of goth, the dangers of being gay. But then they switch the dime on it, and then they say, no, but we're against these things. They're wagging the finger while giving the wink. So this feels almost more damaging than Kicking Zombie Ass for Jesus somehow.
It's not only that, but they reveal like the molestation angle like really early in the movie, and not only do they reveal it, but they reveal the fact like now everybody knows. Like Tobin Bell's character is the Monsignor of that parish. He's aware.
I'm weighted by guilt.
What guilt, sister?
The dude who's complicit, like the father, the regular priest, he's just allowed to hang out, and like he's trying his damnedest to like discredit the kid, discredit Stephen.
Our...
You're who, Michelle?
Our dad.
Listen, Michelle, your family's going through a very traumatic time right now, and none of you are thinking clearly.
But like everyone, like this demon wouldn't get involved unless the molestation really happened, right? Like it's like they're trying to like play on the tropes of like The Exorcist. Like, well, the demon's lying. The demon's clearly lying. Nobody molested anybody, but like they did, and I think it comes out that Tobin Bell's character knew. Like he kind of, if he did, because he knew, but he didn't know, but he suspected. So like, and then Adrienne Barbeau's character is the grandmother was married to the other molester who was the grandfather, and she kills herself rather than just like telling everybody the truth. She kills herself. So what the fuck? And then they stay at the farm. The weird thing is they stay at the farm. Like it's her farm. She kills herself. They bury her there. Then they keep hanging out there instead of just going the fuck home. They stay there. And the church comes to visit. And it's not they're not in their parish anymore. They're traveling way the fuck out in the country just to do church shit. It's so weird.
And the thing is here, dear viewers, we are literally not making any of this up. This all just literally happens almost verbatim of what John is saying. Like most films at least make choices. This film, I can't tell whether they decided to not make any choices or to attempt to make all of them at the same time, whether it conflicted or not. And this feels like more of a jumbled mess than our last, than the film last week, Art of the Dead. And how that is humanly possible, that this is more jumbled than that, is beyond human comprehension.
And they do a full-on exorcism on Stephen, who is, again, possessed by this demon the demon is doing good. He's exorcising he's possessing a teenager, right? But he's ultimately got his heart in the right place. And even in the middle of this exorcism, the demon still has enough power to somehow suck the one priest to hell. Because like he falls into hell. Like that's there's no supernatural shit of anywhere else in the movie, but he literally falls into hell. And I should mention that this movie starts out solid, and then they just like CGI and edit the shit out of it to make it a bad movie. There was a good movie here, and in post-production, they cornholed the fuck out of this movie. It's bad.
Yeah, and for no reason whatsoever, too, because like you said, like this wasn't a good movie. Let's be very honest here. Like this could have been a 3, maybe, but they just ruined it. Like by padding out the runtime of it, if this would have been a like lean like 45 minutes, like they clearly wanted to make a very lean like 45-minute exorcism movie featuring Tobin Bell, that could have eked its, like they could have limped over like the 3.5 mark. It could have like limped there. Yeah. But the fact that they kept taking knees, the fact that they kept running down the clock and running it up and running it up and running it up, every single time this happens, they just make this worse. They literally fix this movie until it's broke.
There's also the angle that like the actual biological dad abandoned the family, so now they're a blended biracial family. But the dad didn't abandon the family; he was murdered because he knew the secret. And that's a big reveal. It's like, good Lord! And then I'll tell you what pissed me off the most. I watched just like all the other movies we watched. This was on Tubi. Check out Tubi. And when the credits started to roll, it didn't immediately prompt me for the next movie, which is always a sign like there's a mid-credit scene, isn't there? And then all of a sudden, the family, they do the whole exorcism. He's now not goth anymore. So the exorcism made him not goth, and he's wearing a flannel, and he's like a regular straight kid again.
Yeah, last chance to see it. People that bought it are moving in tomorrow.
Lucky family.
So like that's a weird message. But they go back home, and then there's a jump scare where the grandfather's spirit like flies out at them. It's like, which makes no fucking sense. Why would he haunt their house?
Yeah, like you said, like as soon as it didn't prompt, it's like, oh God.
Yeah.
What shitty sequel are you going to put? Because I don't remember seeing a Gates of Hell 2. There luckily isn't, as far as we're aware. So like
this kid's an American Eagle model now. What you won? What are you doing? They do this mid-credit scene.
But again, like this has like Birth of a Nation vibes all over it. It's like, hey, if you get exercise, you can be a straight white man too. It's like,
we got his spiked choker off of him. We took the black nail polish off of him.
I'm no longer listening to Black Veiled Brides.
All of his weird, clearly magnetic piercings are gone. Whatever, we're good. But yeah, that's
you look like Zac Efron's stunt double.
He's Jacob Elordi's stunt double, clearly. Right, but
okay, yeah, you got me there.
That'll do it for this week. This is no Art of the Dead. 1.5. They could have, yeah. If only they quit while they were ahead, and they just such shitty CGI. This is like an ITN CGI, like just goat fucking. It's ridiculous. They fucking ruined this movie. Not that there was much to ruin, but they ruined it. Good job, Will.
I really feel bad for Tobin Bell. Adrian Barbeau deserved better as well, but Tobin Bell definitely deserved better here. I also gave this 1.5, and let's obviously face this. Let's be honest here. That one tape is just for Tobin Bell's performance, because again, he 100% prepped for the role that he was probably promised. He was selling the shit out of every scene he was in, but he was just given no support. This film limps to this stupid conclusion, and the fact that they even attempted a post-credit scene is a fucking joke, to the point that it makes me almost hate post-credit scenes. Just god damn it, guys, just stop doing this shit. But yeah, like there's nothing to talk about on this film.
Oh, there's one thing. They do a clear Last Supper scene. I'll put it right here. That's it.
Yeah. I don't. This film is barely worth talking about, if only just to like for us to exercise our demons for watching this piece of shit movie. How about that?
But next week we're doing Scarecrow County. We've done Scarecrows before. Somehow this Scarecrow movie slipped through the cracks. Scarecrow County next week on Versus. But if you made it this far in the video, like, comment, subscribe, share. Go to the Facebook group at Why We Love Horror. Go to the Letterboxd challenge right there. We appreciate you joining us there. Monday, it's Versus. You're watching it. Tuesday, Why Liv Loves Horror. Wednesday, Aaron Unwinds. Thursday, the Why We Love Horror Letterboxd Challenge Watch Along Show. And Friday, Why We Love Horror Trivia. But until next time, I am John Maher. That's Will Cohen. We'll see you next time on Versus.